Kimberly Turner from CookingWithKimberly.com, and tonight I'm going to show you a really cool recipe or a tutorial for a candy cane chain garland Christmas ornament. So at Christmas time, you're going to find all kinds of cool little, candies. So candy canes are obviously one of the most popular, and I like to get the ones in the little pouches instead of the wrapped ones because they're just easier to unpack. So I've got about 30 of them here, and what we're going to do is make a chain, okay? But in order to do that, I need them to be able to be pliable. So I'm preheating my oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. I have myself a baking sheet lined with a baking mat. There it is. And I'm going to unwrap these guys, okay? You'll see me in a second. Okay, I've got them all unwrapped. They're all on my mat, and they're all separated. I don't want them touching, okay? So you've got to really pay attention to the temperature in your oven. 200 degrees, that's it. And I'm going to start with 1 minute. You just want them to be barely pliable. You don't want them to melt, okay? Now, if you want them to melt and you want to have flat candy cane ornaments, you can check out my show for that, and that looks really pretty too. But if you're not intending on doing that and you want to make little links like that, then you got to watch it. 200 degrees, 1 minute, then you're going to take them out. It's okay if they get hard again as you're working, because you can just throw the remaining ones you haven't bent yet back in the oven for another minute to reheat them, okay? So in they go, 1 minute, be ready to go as soon as they come out. Do not walk away. That's 1 minute. I'm just gonna leave the oven on while I do this because I might just have to throw them back in. So start grabbing them quickly. They're not hot. If they're not pliable enough, put them in for another 30 seconds, and they're not. I need another 30 seconds, but I'd rather underdo it than overdo it at this point. 30 seconds. All right, we're ready to go. These should not be too hot, but they are bendable. Perfect. So get them on your chain and start making them into little links. So now I've got 2 together. That's what you're gonna do. Just keep on linking them up. And once they get too hard where you can't bend them anymore, throw them back in the oven. Keep your eye on them. Do the exact same thing over and over and over until you're done your chain. These are perfect. And they'll harden up, so they'll solidify just like this. You could make any kind of shapes you like, but this is a very beautiful thing. You could put it on your tree, you could put it on your hearth, you could put it in your window, you can give it away as a candy to a child even. As something cool like that. You could hang it off the side of a fancy drink. Cocktail. Okay, now they're getting a little bit hard again. I'm going to put my ones I haven't bent yet back in the oven, another minute, and I'll show you what I've got already done here. You could use any size of candy cane you want. The large ones work well, but the small ones look really pretty. You could use any color that you want. You could use the fancy colors, the blues and all purples and special ones, but this is very traditional, the red, green, and white, and they look beautiful. Now you could keep it just like this, put a string or a hook on it like that, and hang that from the tree as its own ornament, or you can keep going like I'm going and make a longer chain. All right, that I only left for 40 seconds or so. I don't want to overdo them. Now keep on linking them up. That's all you got to do. This is really fun for the kids. There's my timer, that was a minute. So less than that even. This is fun for the kids. This isn't too hot. They're quite cool to touch, but they are very moldable. Very cool. So you can keep this as a keepsake. You can give them away as gifts, or you can simply eat them off the tree. So I'll show you when I'm done here. Keep doing yours. All right, you can make your chain as long as you want, but there's my chain. That's a nice one, right? It's pretty long. And that's with about half of a package of candy canes, the little tiny ones. So there you go. Super easy, super fast. The kids would have so much fun doing this. They'd be so impressed with themselves. And wow, what an interesting project. So right now what you want to do is you want to let it cool. Lay it flat and just let it all the way cool. Otherwise, if you try and hang it and it's still warm, one of the chain links for sure is just going to open up and bend back open, and everything's gonna fall apart and crash on the floor. So there you go. Let that cool out, and you've got yourself a beautiful garland, a little candy cane chain garland. All right. So that took like 10 minutes to do the whole thing in its entirety. Okay, melting and bending and everything. Everything's done. The thing that took the longest was taking them out of the package. That's it. So that's how you make a candy cane chain garland Christmas ornament. You can do it too. The kids can do it. It's a lot of fun. And if you have the kids just for a short time, maybe you're a grandparent or an auntie or an uncle, and you only have the kids for like an hour or two, this is a really cool project to try and accomplish. All right? That's it. Follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim, E with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. Check out my instagram.com/webchefofalltrades. You can find my shows online on youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly and come to my website at cookingwithkimberly.com. Interact with us, subscribe, let us know what's going on in your culinary world, all right? Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.